Hello guys and welcome to another video. This time we are gonna be doing a new tier list for supports exclusively. This is gonna be my opinion about what supports are viable, what supports are good, what supports are bad. Let's start with all this F tier. This F tier, in my opinion, is all the supports that you should not play. Some are like viable to a certain point. Like, let's say if you want to play Athena aspect support, you technically can. But like, why do you want to play Athena aspect support when you have the normal Athena that gives you a big shield to your allies, and you just get so much value doing the damage with the ult and stuff like that. So I feel like I don't really need to explain any of these characters. I think it's just like you should never be playing any of these characters uh, if you wanna win, basically. Like no reason to. So let's start with the first one. Achilles. I think Achilles is a solid option for ranked. I wouldn't recommend it for comp just because it's not really a true support. It's a fighting support. So for rank, I think it's gonna be a solid B, almost an A, just because how many damage you do. So it's one of those characters that it will make you win a rank game by yourself. You just build something like Runeforge Hammer, uh, Bluestone Runeforge Hammer, maybe like a upgraded Thunder somewhere, upgraded Shell for your team, maybe like a Stampede or like a Gargoyle, any of those. And you kind of just try to run at people. Good, Christy still gets here, but stop during your stream in my video. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, I think this one is a solid. It's almost an A just because ranked, but since we're talking also about comp, I don't think it's an A. Let's go now with Agni. I think Agni is a niche pick. You build, let's say you build like Bluestone, some defense items like Yogi's breastplate, Genji's, and like a river somewhere, and you should be doing some damage and just providing stuns to your team. I feel like it's a really niche pick that could be pretty fun. I think it's viable, and I think it can be really annoying to some people. Um, so let's put it on a C. I think a C is completely fine. I don't know how to get rid of this, but anyways, Amaterasu. I have a I have a lot of games on this character already. I tried to make it work, and it kind of just doesn't work. I'll be honest. Like, it's not unbuyable, but it's definitely not good. Um, I think it can be good on some scenarios. I actually think it can be pretty good in comp, just because you like the auras you keep, so your allies be more speedy or they hit harder, uh, stuff like that. I think those ones are nice, but for now, I think I'm gonna put it in a C again with the Acne. It's probably be better than Acne, just because how much impact can you be to like the objective fives? I think you just burn objective with this character if your team is coordinated, so that one's pretty nice. The Anhur is another niche pick. You build like one damage item, try to 1v1 the enemy team, some defense, shell, stuff like that. And you kind of just run it down. You are a super heavy 1v1 character. So what you want to do with this pick on support is kind of look for isolated 1v1s. If you can solo the ADC, that's nice. If you can solo the enemy jungler and bait him, that's super nice. If you can solo the enemy mid laner, that's also super nice. You struggle to hitting tanks because you're technically another tank and you're probably only gonna have like one or two damage items. Um, so you're trying to just look for 1v1s. and try to snowball the game, because if it gets to late game, you lose like so many value. Anubis Sport. I actually played this one by accident yesterday on my stream, because one of my teammates asked for Anubis. I picked it, and then I asked for Atlas, and he didn't give me Atlas. He just picked something else, so I was stuck with Anubis. Uh, I don't think he's a great support. I think this one is a great god. I think this god is a little fucked up. Let's say. I think you build two lifesteal items, like the Blood Soak book, I think it's the name, and then the Mike Typhon item, and you can just run it down. So I think I'm gonna put it on a B, because it's not comparable to Achilles in terms of like how big of a bully you are, because you're not that tanky. Well, you can just run at people and one shot them, and you are kinda tanky just because Anubis passive plus lifesteal. So this one is actually a nice one. But I think if you get behind, you are really in a bad spot. So, but if you're ahead, you just win the game. So play this one at your own risk. I think it's a low elo character. Like, you can bully people because they don't expect to just die, and also don't kill you, because we know how anti-heal works. So try this one at your own risk. I recommend it a low elo more than anything. Um, well, even me, I was doing it on my daily on my daily games, and it was still working. So it's not terrible. Now, Aphrodite, I want to put her on an A, because now we're talking about a real support. Um, she's not super strong in lane. I think she's a really good pick to pocket somebody and make them unkillable. Even if you are not duo queued, I would recommend using this pick if you recognize a win condition on your team. Let's say your solo laner is coming out of lane 5-0, 2 levels ahead. You stick to that guy and you run it at their backline, and you make that guy unkillable. Save your ult for him, save your estampede for him, save your shell for him. You save everything for that guy that is carrying the game. Could be anybody, the mid laner, the jungler, the ADC, or the solo laner. It could be anybody. And you try to run down the enemy team with that win condition. Okay, sorry for that one. I need to do a little cut because I got a call. I'm back. So, I already talked about Aphrodite. Let's go with Ares. I think Ares is good. I think it's a super with high damage. You don't really need to build any damage. You just go full defense, and your abilities scale really well. This one went down a little bit. It used to be even stronger a couple patches ago, because Shield Splitter made you like really tanky and also do a lot of damage, because your chains excuse me, also scales with Strange. So it was really good. The problem about this gun is that there's a lot of gods in this game that are just like completely immune to your ult. Not even because they're CC immune ultimates or stuff like that. It's because they're displacement immune. We can already see two gods in this tier list that are already displacement immune. If you press Anubis 1 when Ares is ulting you, Ares doesn't pull you. If you press Agni Dash as soon as you're getting pulled, the Ares doesn't pull you. Who else is displacement immune? Bacchus 3, Boombats 2. There's a lot of displacement immune abilities in this game right now that is just getaway free card for the Ares ult. That's the only problem about this character, but it's still pretty good. His 2 is one of the best abilities in the game. It gives pretty good protections and a lot of basic attack damage to the people who is around you. So this one is pretty solid. Let's think around for where are we going. honestly. It's super niche. Artemis is another super niche item. No item god that can work, but it's kind of the same as Anhur. You look to actually this one is kind of different because you have an attack speed boost with your tube. So what I like doing with this one is I just go the well, where are the items? Let's look at the item. I completely forgot the name. Three items should be here. Erispo. We look at this item. You mark somebody, an ally, and you heal them for the 2% of your max health. So what I like going is something like Yogis or Contagion if they go any lifesteal, or even a Benjamin Blade because it gives you some health too. Um, you just build any of those items and then you just go Arrows Bow and you just link to your ADC, mid laner, or jungler, or even your solo laner. Like, who cares? You just link to somebody and you just keep arrowing minions, arrowing towers, arrowing pretty much anything, and you just heal them. You just heal them a lot. You just keep arrowing and arrowing and arrowing, and that's how it works. That's what that's what I like doing on that character. It's pretty nice. Uh, it's super niche though, so it's like not completely OP, but I think it's fun. I really like it. RDO, it should be a top of the beat. I don't think it's great because I think the best role, last position you should be playing this character is solo lane because she's a super lane bully. Um, so I'm gonna put a new actually, but this one is Giganish. So yeah, Arya is gonna be here. You know what Arya provides: CC, some heals, triple, slows, root. So you can do that. The thing is, like, you're not gonna do as much damage as you would like because the build will be changing because you don't really want to build Rune for Hammer on support because you're not looking to do damage, you're looking to support. So you wanna build like these stampedes, these gargoyles, stuff like that. So you lose some value because you don't do a lot of damage. Okay. Athena, we're over here. The problem about Athena is that really it's like her kit is kind of outdated. What do I mean by that? Is that it's a really one-dimensional god. What do you know Athena's gonna do? She's gonna press 1, dash on you, press 3, and taunt you. So that's actually super one-dimensional. Um, it's really easy to beat. You can. It's really easy to react in terms of like this Athena is gonna defend you, and let's say you are Anubis, for example. You try to stun her as soon as she's dashing, so you stun her and you just kill her with all your combo because she has no dash anymore, right? So this is the problem with Athena. It's a super one-dimensional god, but I think she's still pretty strong because if you catch people off guard, if you build like Hexstone, if you build like some blinks and just like blink taunt, I think the taunt is still a pretty strong CC. And let's don't forget about their ult. Their ult is a global ult that makes you TP to your allies and give them a big shield. So that one can be really annoying for the enemy if they're looking for like a 1v1. Let's say you're in mid lane, then your ADC gets jumped on by a Hoyu, for example. You just ult them, give them a big shield, land, and that Hoyu should just be dead, right? So that's the strong part of Athena. I think Atlas is actually gonna be a pretty strong support. I'm not sure if I'm getting baited by ranked, but I've been playing this one, and he does a lot of damage. He's super tanky, and it feels super useful with the items of Smite 2. What do we mean by that? Stampede and Ansile just make you a super strong character. Why? You press 3 and Stampede at the same time, and you just go zooming. and you catch any gap. Like you just catch people. You just run at them. It's also all the way around. If you want to get out, press 3 and stampede, and you're out of there with your teammates. So it's a really nice one. It's super. It's really good engage. It's a lot of damage. It's a lame bully. The Exile, you press your ult, and any objective fight, the enemy, if they want to engage and they touch your ult, because you press Exile before you ult, they're silenced for 1.5 seconds. And not like that catch people off guard a lot. Okay, like it's like the Baron ult with Exile. That really catch people off guard a lot. So I think this one is gonna be really strong. I really like it. It's super good and it's also super fun. I will is a niche one. I try a couple times. You can go Hexstone first, knock up the enemies if you miss your tree, and just ult them, and just bring it to your team. It's a niche one. Just like over here. CC, you can be annoying, lots of mobility, some damage. It's a nice one. It's just like a nice one to have there. In Bacchus is gonna be an A. I don't think he's super strong, but one thing that he does really well is engage. To get a good 2 on any carry, they are in the air forever. They should just die if your team is coordinated. That's the strong part about this. It does pretty decent damage. The heal on the one is also pretty nice. The stun of the tree, we know it. You're pretty tanky when you choke. This one is pretty nice for like the drunk players like me. This one's nice. This one is just nice. The problem is that if you don't get any value with your 2, you're probably a bit useless at some point in late game. So that's just how it is. Also, the other good thing is, like I talked about Atlas, that you can just go blink, and you press answer, blink, ult, and there's silence with your ult. That one is also super nice. If you want to play Bacchus, always be running those ansiles. It's a nice one. It's definitely a nice one. Now we can go over Baron summary. Remember, this one is Baron base. So I'm gonna put this one on B. On top of B actually. Let me drag him over here. Not working for some reason. Like super slow. So the thing about Baron base is that yes, you have the heal on your 2, and wow, that's nice. But it's still just a 180 heal that sometimes people doesn't get because they're not close enough. So it's like low-key relevant. But it still has the ult, it still has like all the kit of Baron. The thing is, like, I think the damage on aspect is just more it has more value. That's the word. Sorry. Abnormal Bellona. I think it's gonna be a niche one. I think with this one, you just build some damage. You run at the enemy ADC or jungler, and you try to kill them. Pretty one-dimensional. I don't think it's as good though. So I'm actually gonna put her over here. Here, come here, come here. It's not letting me. There we go. Anyways, Cabrakan should be a solid B. I'm planning on releasing a video of Cabrakan because I found a build that is super fun. I'm not sure how exactly good it is because I haven't tried it on like real games of like comp. But I tried it on my ranked games. And it's a fun one. It's a really fun one. And the thing about Cab is that it has 3 forms of CC and a cage. So this character is good. The problem is that you want to do some damage with this character, and since you're a support and you want to build damage, you are losing one slot of your utility, right? So you want to be careful with that one, especially because you are usually behind of everybody in both teams because you're a support, you get less farm, you don't really get kills, etc., etc. So caps are gonna be over here. I actually think it's probably better than this. Not better than Baron. Better than this. Yeah. Now going back to our first S tier character, gonna be Serp. I think Serp is probably the best support in the game right now. Why? He does pretty high damage. He's safe. Has a stun that lasts for like 2.5 seconds, if I remember correctly. It's 2 seconds to 2.5. I don't remember exactly. Reduce protections, reduces healing, good escape, and the ult that on Smite 1 you used to be able to escape with knockout immune characters. Let's say you were ESET and you press 1 when Serp ults. The Serp ult doesn't pull you. That doesn't happen in Smite. I'm not complaining, but this kind of just came out of nowhere. This new type of CC that it's called Levitate. It's only a Cerberus ult, by the way. It's levitating. You're levitating, so you cannot escape anything. Like, the only escape to Cerb ult is jumping out, but it can cut dashes. It can cut any ability. If they are knockout immune, it doesn't matter. And it's really strong. It's really strong. I uploaded a YouTube video yesterday of going blink first on him, like get upgraded shell first, and then just go blink and just run at people, and you get so much value in this pick. He's definitely the best support in the game. If you want to win, play this guy. Chuck, it's a really niche one. I think here. I use like your value is in lane. You poke people, and then you have like a really good ult for like team fights. But like your value is just kind of just in lane. You wanna bully somebody, poke them with your one, and just play purple. That's kind of how Chuck is right now. I think Karen is gonna be an A here. He's solid just because he does so much damage. You're like a super bully. I also think the combo with having 2 people inside of you, 2 people inside of you, plus ult, plus stampede, and dash at them, you are the Flash pretty much with that one. The one is a lot of value with the silence. The 2 shields are also pretty nice, and being able to help your team when they go inside of the boat, it's also really nice. You can help your ADC get back to lane, not wasting their TP. Like, he just goes in the boat, you use your own TP, and he's saving his for later. This one is a nice one. I like this one. Discordia, I tried this one with like a poke build. They just go like a Reaver defense cooldown build. It's a funny one. It's another niche one that can really annoy people. Like, they're gonna try to kill you, and if your team is with you, they should just die. This one is a fun one. It's not letting me. There we go. Okay. He said this one is base ESET, so we are gonna put it next to Baron, just because it's kind of the same as Baron. Like, your aspect just makes you a better god. If you want to play base ESET, remember your one loses any scaling with intelligence. So when your aspect, sorry. But like on this one, like, it's still good because like you still have your stun and your shields and your heals will ult. Like, this one's still nice. but the aspect is just a better version of the god. So for now, it's just gonna be a B. Fenrir is another B1. I want to say over here. It's definitely worse than Iset. Fenrir base. It's a rundown character that you wanna use to like get a lot of picks and just like try to one shot any squishy character. So we're gonna put it over here. It's base, so your brutalize is gonna hit pretty hard. So that one's pretty nice. You have a stun. You have some lifesteal on your 2. Increased range on your 2. Then your ult is really nice. You wanna run some Sunders on this guy, upgrade Sunder, and just run it in the enemy backline. It's a nice one. It's a pretty solid one. Ganesh, base Ganesh. I know a lot of people really like this character. I know a lot of people think they are being super useful pressing the button, but sadly Ganesh is in a bad spot right now. It doesn't have a lot of value. The silence doesn't really do anything because there's a lot of cancel it. You're not that tanky. You're old. It's okay. It's probably the best part of the kit because you reduce protections and also apply some slows. But I just don't think you get any value on this character, pretty much, because there's so much damage in this game that kind of just die. If you want to dash on people and try to initiate, you just die sometimes. I don't know. I, I don't know what's wrong right now about Ganesh that it just doesn't work. Geb has a little bit of the same problem as Ganesh. You don't do a lot of damage, so you don't have a lot of value. Your laning phase is really mediocre. Like you need blink on this god to like go in and base for your team. It's a lot of things about these characters. Same for Capri. Actually, let's talk about Capri and just put him already. It's not that they're bad supports. It's just like feels like you have no impact. You're still better than all of this, but you're definitely worse than all of this. Like you're definitely so much worse than all of this. But it feels bad to play these characters. Like it feels like you just don't do enough. That's just the best word to put it. Like these three characters, you just don't do enough. Okay. Let's go with Gilga. I think Gilg is pretty okay. It's a Brawly character, so you want to build a couple damage, maybe like a Rune Forge or something, or even like a Golden Blade. Just run at people, drop kick people, bait purples. It's a C1, I think, in my opinion. I played just only a couple times, and it's satisfying to play. It doesn't feel as cute in support though. Like the character is okay, especially if you play it in jungle. This one's okay in jungle. Hades, it's a counter pick. What does Hades do? That it's really good. It's pressing the ultimate against people that doesn't have escape. So let's say you are playing Iset or Baron, for example. If Hades is on you, you are in trouble, especially if you have your ultimate, because he can just kill you even if he's support with some defense. So that's what the Hades support do, and I don't think it's that good. It's like super niche, and it's just like a counter pick. On late game, he's pretty annoying because you run some prey ones on like an Aegis or something, and you're like definitely super annoying. But like at that point, if you're playing for late game and support, like you're kind of just trolling. You need to have some impact in the early game if you are playing this role, pretty much. Hercules is pretty much Hercules. Wanna run at people and do some damage, disrupt, pull people. If you get a good pull on anybody, they kind of just die. But that's just like the nature of the character, right? Um, yeah, it's a solid one. I'd say it's just a solid one. Mulan is kind of just the same as Hercules. Definitely worse than Hercules though. Um, Again, you're a lame bully. You run at people. You have a son there. You invade purples. With all these characters, that's all you want to do. So it's a solid one. Again, um, this one is gonna be controversial, but I think Janus support is good. People is gonna call me crazy. People is gonna say like, "Why are you smoking? Why are you drinking?" But I'm sober right now, and I think this one is a solid support ranked pick. Uh, it has pressure because you go conduit. You one shot the wave, so you help the ADC push, and you just fight. You have range autos, so let's say the enemy is Bacchus, or even a Serb. Serb's really good. Serb doesn't have range auto attacks. Serb is just is a big duck. He's a big cup. Let's call him Big Cup. He's Big Cup, but he doesn't have range out attacks. Um, so I think this one is pretty solid, and you just have to play a lot of weird portals and play tempo. Uh, ult back to lane with your ADC. Rotate a lot with your ult. Be annoying, and just run at the enemy carries and just portal away. Try to do as much damage as you can because you're gonna have lots of cooldown with breastplate, Genji's Chronospin. So I think I want to put it on the top of the B chart. You need to know what's your role playing this character, but I already have one video of it. If you guys want to check it out, it's super fun. That's the best part about this pick. Like it's super fun, and you definitely get value. Like you can portal your team in, you can portal your team out, you can be super annoying for the enemy team. You can steal objectives with like a good old weird two. Like it's super nice one. It's a super nice one. I really like this one. But I know it's gonna be controversial already, and people is definitely gonna call me crazy. Um, it's okay. You can call me crazy. That's what they call to the geniuses. Anyways, Jarm. Let's just put Jarm on the. We all know what Jarm does. The thing is, like, you're against an ADC early game, and I don't think Jarm likes that, especially if they have a CC support character. Let's say they have a Serb, you're gonna just die if the Serb reads at you and stuns you. So that's the problem with Jormungandr. But like he still feels good because you can like run at people. So yeah, let's just put it there. Anyways, Merrick. This one is another niche one. It's the fun ones. It's one of the fun ones. I'm not sure how viable it is right now because they completely nerf the Bombas Dagger start, and that's what I used to run. Used to like clear buffs and invade camps. So this one is a weird one. I will put it on B, but it might just be C. Because the Bombas Dagger nerf. But this one is a fun one. You punch people, you go Golden Dagger. Not Golden Blade, sorry. You go Golden Blade. You CC the enemy, you go Stampede. Stuff like that. It's a fun one. This one is a fun one. This is Nesha based, so I'm gonna put it on C. Just because your ult doesn't do any damage if you kill. So this one is a C. And then we can go to Odin. Odin might be solid B, better than These ones, Odin fell down a little bit after some nerfs on the tree. The thing is, like, Odin still has a big ass cage, so he feels pretty good still. Especially if they don't have any caves, or let's say their shell is down. It doesn't let me pull him. Yo, come here. There we go. So let's put him here. If you get a good cage, and the enemies are trapped, and your team is following you, you can win the game with this. So that's the thing. Osiris is another of the niche ones with like you're a lane bully and you wanna run at the enemy DC and you're kind of tanky. But again, Osiris needs items to be tanky, and you're playing their super role. So if you manage to be fed, it's gonna feel really good. If you are even or behind, it's gonna be feel super bad. But again, if from ahead you feel like a god. So let's bring them C over here, maybe. Yeah, something like that. Now let's go to Sobek. I think Sobek is another of the top ones. We're in the, on S already. I don't think he's better than Serp. I think Serp is an S plus character, so I could put him on S plus. Can I add tier? This work? Boom. It didn't work. Anyways, it should be on S tier. But for now, let's just put him behind the Serp. You wanna go a blink as soon as possible, like on your second or third item. Sorry, I just saw something here, so I was like, didn't make it enough. I don't think he did. So yeah, the thing about Stoic is that you can just pick a lot of people, and if they don't beats or if they don't have beats, they just die if your team is behind you. That's the good thing about Stoic. It's a double-edged sword though, because if they beats your pluck and you are plucking in front of 5 people, you're probably just dead. That's just how it is. So you gotta be careful with that one, but it's definitely good. It's also good to like execute people because you get held back. You get extra health per execute, so that one's nice. So this one is really good. He's super strong. His laning phase is probably the worst part because you don't have a lot of push, but you always have the threat of like pulling somebody and your ADC just hits them while you're pulling them, right? So that's the good thing about Sobek. Now, over Wukong. I think Wukong is a solid B1, honestly. I played him a couple times and I just went Bluestone Runeforge. You max your tree. And you just run at people and do so much damage. You do a big amount of damage with this one. Surprisingly. So I'm gonna put it on like the top of B over here. Worse than normally said though. You wanna run this one, max your tree, go Bluestone, Runeforge, and run at people. It's really nice. You can solo backliners. You also go upgraded Sunder at some point, and you just run at people. That's your job. You go like upgraded Sunder and then like a blink, boom, run at them. The carries are gonna be like super annoyed at you because you're pretty much unkillable with your ult if you play it correctly. So that was really good. I think Sylvanus is another S1. I think this god, if you're scared of like dying a lot because let's say they have a Sobek or like a Cerberus or like a Ares ult or like a Baron ult to pull you, just go Hex on first item. Like if you're scared of dying, just go Hex on first item and you should be fine. This one gives so much value on your team. One good pull pulls either beats or a kill. Your ult does so much damage. Your cooldowns are so low. You can spam your one so much on a team fight. You can solo people sometimes if you play it correctly. This one is a carry support by help. Like you carry your team. You carry your own team. by making their job super easy. You pull somebody, you ult them, you root them, and they are stuck in place for like 3 seconds. And your team should just kill them. And even if your team doesn't kill them, you're almost killing them. So that one's nice. It's probably my favorite pick and support. I know it's not better than this one, though. It can be almost as good as Sobek, though. But I consider Sobek a counter pick for Sylvanus, though, so I'm gonna put it here. But this one's nice. This one's really nice. I really like Sylvanus. Thor base, I think it's a solid C. It does damage. The wall is really nice. The thing is like you don't have the value of aspect pretty much. The one does a lot of damage surprisingly. So if you want to run like Bluestone, Runeforge, that one kind of one shots. So you can do that. Yumoya and our S tier character. Finally, we're talking about the S tier characters. This one just solos people. This one is the I can carry them. I can carry my team by myself if I hit everything. Your one does so much damage. Your one can perma CC people. It's super insane. Your ult can change completely the flow of a team fight. Like, let's say your team is getting chased down and then you just cage the whole enemy team and you just start spamming your one, or like your ADC is getting dope, you cage whoever is going on your ADC and you start healing them with your twos, providing some stuns. This one is your hyper carry support, and I think it might be better than Sylvanus. This one is really good. Actually better than Sonic. This one is really, really good. I also think it's the hardest one to play out of all the gods that are here, because you gotta be really on point with your ones and your ults. But that's the high. It's the high ceiling, right, of this character. So I have a really high win rate with this one. So and I know I was able to solo carry some games with this. So if you want to win games, if you manage to master this one, you are gonna climb a lot. Ymir just got some recent buffs, and it's actually pretty solid right now. I'm gonna put it over here, next to Ares. Actually, over here. Yeah, just like that. Ymir just got buffed with even if you die, your ult is gonna do damage. So that one is a really nice one. Because sometimes you just know you're dead and you're just ulting because there's like 2 or 3 people on top of you. That ult is gonna do damage, and it's gonna help your team to kill them even if you die. So the good thing about Ymir is that a lot of people is gonna be like, yeah, you can beat up people by using your 2 and just autoing them. No, the big thing about Ymir is when they don't have any jumps, and you max your wall, you get so much value of like them being stuck on a corner because you trap them with your. That's the value about Ymir. If you get a good wall, you counter like so many gods. Like Moya doesn't get away; she needs a shell. Like Sobek doesn't get away; he needs a shell. Sylvanus is the same. It's a good one. It's a good one. I think he is pretty solid. I really like Ymir. He might be going up a couple, but I haven't tried him enough because I've been playing a lot of Atlas. I'll be honest. So now let's go over Zeus. This one is another niche pick, but I actually think this one is pretty strong if you just go Bruiser build, like a Benjamin Blade and Brawlers, and you just run at people. And it feels nice to play, especially in lane. You kind of just go and solo the enemy ADC and sometimes the support too by yourself. Like, if your ADC can be bad. Your ADC can be bad and just watch you, and sometimes you just be killing them both. It's a niche one though, so you gotta like play in a really weird way. But I think it's pretty solid, so I'm gonna put it on like B around here if I can drag him. Um, can I drag him? Help! Now let's go over aspects. I already took away the aspects that I don't think they're not viable. In all of these are viable. Um, Apollo is one of those that I talk about Artemis already. I just go Earth's Bow and some health, and you just heal your ADC or whoever you want to heal. You also are a pretty decent lane bully because you are able to spam your one, right? So let's put him on like a solid B. I think he's pretty strong if you manage to make him work. Let's put him over here in that solid place. Now we have Ares aspect. The thing about Ares aspect is that he kinda just doesn't have the base 2. Like he's still Ares and it can catch people off guard with the stun on the 2, but it's just like the base 2 is just better basically. So let's just put it on one tier down on B. Like maybe over here. I think you can solo people with this one because you can like run at them, stun them, and secure your chains. So that's pretty nice. It's actually not terrible. It's a pretty decent one. So let's see if I can drag him. Well, I'll try to drag him. Let's talk about the next one, which is Arya aspect. Arya aspect might be kind of controversial because some people think oh, aspect is trash. It doesn't really do anything. I actually think it's strong in lane, especially. I have been able to carry a lot of my games with Arya aspect. You stay on the druid form though. I'm gonna put it on top of A just because you're a super lame bully with high damage, lots of sustain, and the ult does pretty decent damage too. I really like this one, especially for ranked. For rank is really nice. I invite you guys to try it and just like auto people with a bluestone lifebinder and just run at them. Just completely run at them. Spam your one on cooldown because it has a long range one, right? Your one is bigger. So it's super nice. It's super nice. We have Bacchus aspect. You lose protections and other things. I think it's not the same as Ares. It's just a worse version of the god on support. I think it will be a decent solo laner though. So let's put it over here. I think that one's okay. Now we can actually talk about the good version of Baron Summit. This one is a solid S. You don't even need to build damage items. Like some people go Lifebinder. I go Lifebinder sometimes. I feel like I can get away with it. I don't think you need it. I think you just be soloing people. You build Conduit, and you can go like Stampede and Sile, and you are still soloing people. Like your ult does so much damage. Your Hysteria increases your damage so much. With your passive of the aspect. And yes, you are losing the healing for your teammates, but you are compensating that healing with so much damage. You can do like there's games where I just do more damage than my jungler or my solo laner. And it's a big amount of damage. It's super insane. I really recommend this one if you wanna climb more. Baron Samari aspect, it's the way. Bellona aspect is actually better than Bellona base just because you are healing your team with your auto attacks on your team. So let's put him on B at the bottom part of it. And then we have CERN aspect, which this one it's kind of buggy because I heard it was reducing double the protections that it should be reducing. So it's kind of buggy, but it still hits super hard. So you can go like a Runeforge type of build and just run at the enemies, and it's actually like pretty solid. I think it's gonna be another B. Um, these aspects are gonna be full of B characters, honestly. For example, I think Chiron aspect another B character. This one is good to like do objectives because your one increases intelligence and strength. So it feels really nice. It's a cleanse. Your shield slows and also gives shield to your team. It's a pretty nice one. You have a stun in your 2 instead of the slow. You have to charge it though by hitting the enemy by 5 times. But your team can also hit him 5 times with you. So it's a solid stun. Then we have Cupid Aspect. It's pretty much, let's call him an enchanter, because you are just kind of healing your team with your 1 or your ult or your 2. So you're just providing a bunch of healing, but I don't think he's that strong. You probably want to go like an Ares bow somewhere. Let's put him like C or here. Here, Cupid. There we go. And then we have Easy Aspect. It's another of the great ones. What does it provide? The first wave should be out clear. Should be super clear because you have your 1 plus conduit. That one is insane. Your 2, it's still a really good stun with decent damage, and the 3, you don't need to hit the 3 to provide the shield anymore. That's the good thing about the aspect. But if you hit your 3 on the enemies, you heal your allies whenever you are using your 1 on the enemy. So this one is gonna be an S tier character. It's super solid. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite ones. So put it on S if the Tierlist let me. There we go. Now Fenrir Aspect is almost the same as Fenrir Base. The thing is, like, it's kind of annoying to perma-slow somebody, so let's put him next to Fenrir. It also gives lifesteal and some strength to your allies, if I remember correctly, with your 2. So it's a pretty solid one. Let's put it next to like the Fenrir base, I think. That one's pretty solid. And then we have Ganesh Aspect. Let's talk about Ganesh Aspect. This one, people is gonna think you're gonna put Ganesh Aspect on A. Yes, I am gonna put Ganesh Aspect on A if this thing lets me. Because it's not working. Ganesh Aspect, please. Come here, bro. Hello guys, we are back. I needed to redo everything because like the web page was super buggy. But we're back. So we're talking about Ganesh Aspect. I think it's gonna go straight into 8. So why? The pressure. The pressure it gives. It's pressure matters a lot in this meta. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or bad thing, but that's how this meta works. So being able to do free damage with your 2 brings a lot of value to the table, especially in laning phase. And if you feel like you are not providing enough value, you just go unsilent, and you can still silence people with your 2, or like silence people, initiate with an ult, stuff like that. It's still a lot of value. It's still a lot of damage. Ganesh Aspect, at least for me in support, it's a better version of base Ganesh. You should try it out. Just remember to build Ansile so you get still value and have a little more CC because you are losing the silence. Now we have Gilga Aspect. The Gilga Aspect is an annoying one. I think it's definitely better to play Gilga Aspect than normal Aspect on support just because you can have a wall. Like you can literally just have a wall. And it's an annoying one. You do damage with your tick. You can summon a wall. It's an annoying one. I like this one. One your Aspect is gonna go straight into A. I think this one's still good. This one still heals a lot. It just lost. It lost some popularity. But I still think it's good. You still heal a lot. Just build cooldown. Build like breastplate, Genji's, Chandra's. It's really good. It feels nice. And you just spam your ultimate and spam your 1 so you get your ultimate as soon as possible. This one is gonna be a niche one. That is just an annoying one because you want to build like bluestone Lifebinder and like a river at some point, and just like keep using your two to poke enemies. That's how you play Hecate. I honestly think it's super lame to play this character because you just be poking people, but just how it is. Hercules aspect is pretty much the same as base Hercules. You just kill your team. So I guess it's a bit better than base Hercules. Um, but you are also losing some value damage. So it's just premier. Bats aspect is gonna be a nice one, just because stun your stun bats pretty much. But stun your two, so maybe just over here. It's good to have stun bats. It does some damage. Your aspect. This one gives. I don't remember exactly what Germ aspect does, but I feel like it's kind of almost the same as base Germ on support. Like I know it gives like protections and like things with your team. So I don't really have an opinion on this one. So let's just put the same as Yarm here. And then we had Kepri aspect with it used to be good, but then they just giga nerf it when nobody plays it anyway. So because like the base god is like Kepri is just not good right now, right? So I don't know. It's it's even worse than base Kepri, which is weird. So then we have Loki aspect. This one is actually a tricky one because this one's kind of tanky. This one's really tanky, but it's more like a soul laner. So let's just put it on C. You can put your two on people to mitigate for them. So oh, this one's really good one actually. I think this one can be an S, just because the nature of the character. If you play Morgan Le Fay Sport and you run at people, you one shot people. You just go like Bluestone Lifebinder, you run at them, you two them, you one them, and you three them, and you just start arrowing them. And if they try to get away, you ult them. And you kind of just one shot everybody. You're super annoying. I think this one is actually really good. But it's a rank pick, by the way. Like, I don't think it will be really good on comp because you just die on like a coordinated aspect. But this one is really annoying in rank. I ban this god every game, so Nisha aspect sadly went down a little bit. I think it's at the bottom of the A. It's still decent because it still does some damage, but it doesn't do as much damage as he. It's still good though. Good CC. The two is good. It does a lot of damage. The ult is good. It does some damage. The Broly character. This one is a good one. It's not aspect. Um, you go Bluestone, Avenging Blade, Brawlers, and you go like Totem 4th or 5th after you get like Ice Stampede and Upgraded Shell. And you one-shot objectives with your team. You're a super late bully, you have a stun, you have a cleanse. This one's really good. Again, it's another rank pick, it's just like Morgan Le Fay. Like if you wanna carry your games on support, you can run this one. You can 1v1 the enemy DC, you can 1v1 the enemy jungler. If you're with your team, you do objectives super quickly because they're not one passive. On it, like it gives extra damage to the objectives. It's super nice, super nice. Aspect, which is pretty much like an enchanter healer. I want to put it on D. Like it's viable. Like it doesn't heal as much. You gotta be spamming your ult. It's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one. I play Rat aspect quite a bit, and I think it's pretty nice, honestly. You gotta be really aware of using your one because you go the knockout acorn, you go triple acorn, and yogis, and you have like 4k health at 20 minutes. It's a super fun one. I'm gonna put it over here. It's a nice one. You just have to like be annoying. Like you be annoying, you stun people, you knock up people. You go in, you go out. It's a nice one. Scylla aspect is actually one of the good ones here. Um, it's pressure, it's safe, it's CC, and you can solo people with your ultimate. It's a super ranked pick. The problem is that it's super easy to counter. Like if they have a Willis, you cannot die a lot. It's also like you died into serve. You have quite a bit like bad matchups, but like it's still pretty safe. So you can play this one almost like 80% of the time. I like this one. Let's see, Morrigan aspect is really good. I think it's an A character port because you can get in and get out with your clone. The problem is that the character is buggy as hell. And sometimes like you transform into somebody and you just give the enemy the kill somehow. Like you kill somebody and you give like whoever you transform into, you give them the kill, which is buggy as hell. Um, but anyways, going to Thor aspect. Thor aspect is gonna be solid A plus. This one does a lot of damage. It's super tanky. It's super annoying, and you can hard carry a game. Let's actually put it into S, bottom of S, because I play this character a lot, and I find myself being able to just kill everybody. It's like upgraded Thunder, run at people, Rune Forge. I'm super tanky. I have cooldowns. I have everything that I want to just like kill people. I'm just kind of like an another soul laner, a second soul laner, if we put in those words. The Vulcan aspect is also a nice one, just because it lets you solo objectives with your team. It's super nice. It's super nice. So I think that's gonna be the tier list again. All these characters I don't consider them like viable. Like you should not be playing them. So that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoy the video and don't forget to leave a like. I'll see you guys on the next one.